My name is Mike and I help you make money in different side hustles. One of the most popular side hustles is driving for food delivery apps. That is DoorDash, Grubhub, and Uber Eats. And I'm gonna try something today that I've never done before. I'm so confident since doing this stuff since 2015, thousands of trips and transactions, different marketplaces as well. I'm so confident that bonus pay means so much to your ending, your ultimate, your take-home pay that I'm gonna run an experiment today. I'm about to go online right now with Uber Eats, but you can do the same thing with DoorDash, Grubhub. Frankly, you don't wanna do it. I'm gonna do this for you. The experiment is what happens if we take out bonus pay. Now, with Uber Eats, that bonus pay is constantly changing, called surge pay. How bad is it? And you'll see at the end of the video, if my experiment rings true, that bonus pay on any really app or niche is one of the key factors that's going to allow you to maximize your income. Oh yes, here we go. This is the one. $3.50 for just 1.4 miles. Apparently 16 minutes for a KFC down the road. There's going to be some pain I'm anticipating for this shift. So let's do it. This bonus-less non-surge run. Okay, we got an add-on here. $3.50, and it's only an additional 1.4 miles for 10 minutes. Maybe our luck's turning around. It's not going to be that bad. You know what? Because we're going like inverse strategy today to show you something. I normally wouldn't take this one, but take a look here. The numbers actually aren't bad. Now, you might be thinking, well, Mike, you know, you teach the dollars to mile ratio. How much am I getting paid for the miles driven? Even the dollars to time ratio, which is a supplement, it's how much am I getting paid and how much time is this really gonna take? And you might think, well, this order isn't that bad. It's what, 16 some dollars for 30 some minutes. So if you get a similar order, double it, you're making like 32 an hour. And it is a good order, but there's one caveat that would typically give me pause on an order like this. And that, number one, is the ending destination. So right now I'm headed across the river to a zone where I typically would not head because I know that ending destination, yeah, it's got some stuff around it, it's got some customers, I'm sure it's got some restaurants, but it's not a kind of dense power strip that we really talk about. I mean dense, I mean over here's just really endless power strips. There's a bunch of shops, restaurants, there's customers that live nearby, but this area, it borders a more suburban rural area. I mean, the more north we go here in Pittsburgh. What this is gonna do, and I've seen this over the years, this is proven, is if I end in a not so busy area, what are your choices? You're gonna stay in that area. It's possibly slower or like super slow if it's a really bad area. And the orders, since I'm bordering a more northern section of the marketplace, sometimes those requests, because I'm already north, are gonna pull me from the customers up here. I'm gonna finish up here. I'm gonna go even more north versus just kind of staying in my hot zone, my circle of the area. So option two, if you do take a run like this, just calculate the pay and if it's worth it to come back. Because and that's what I'm doing this one, if I would take an order like this, either for exceptional bonus pay, which is really the move here, that's why we're doing this experiment, then I would come back. I would pause my dash or I would go offline and I'd just come back. It wouldn't take me too long anyway, 5 minutes, 6 minutes, and I would just take it at that point. All right, and doing exactly what we thought we would, going back, basically retracing the steps, getting back into a bigger power strip. I did see some pretty cool areas of the city though, delivering there. One thing you can do is use this destination filter on Uber Eats. I remember when this came out with like rideshare years and years ago. I've never had a ton of success on it, but if you're driving at a really busy time and there are a lot of orders, you might get one that's headed towards the area that you said. So it's like I'd get one right now, so I'm not wasting my time when I get there. I'd already have an assignment in that area. All right, again, on no bonus pay, we got one that looks decent here. $10.94, 5.4 miles, so right around $2 a mile, and 3 stops. So it's, yeah, $5.50 per stop. I mean, that's what you're gonna get with no bonus pay. You're gonna get 5, 6, maybe 7 a stop. And it might be a little bit better on DoorDash or Grubhub. You need to figure out which one has the best base pay, the best minimum pay in your market. Because if you have to drive for whatever reason, you need to be activated in all three, by the way. But if you have to drive, then you'll know, all right, at the very minimum, which one's gonna make me the most money. Let's talk about something briefly that we never talk about, and that's parking strategies. So I just missed basically my restaurant. It's right up here. There's no parking. It's a super busy area. So where can you take a risk and where can't you take a risk? Yellow curbs right in front of me. That's actually, cross my fingers, the one I'm aiming for. Unloading, temporary parking, that's fine. Go for it. Now, if it's impeding any entryway, don't do it. And I've seen sometimes that drivers don't do it at all. Driveways, entrances to parking lots, etc. Don't do it. Don't block it. I'm telling you, I don't care if it's already on the counter, ready for you to go. The second you get out of that car and go in the restaurant, it's going to cause a problem. So don't do that. But yellow curbs, you can do. So how bad is it driving on a gig app with absolutely no bonus pay? I had only one order that had a little bit of surge pay on Uber Eats. Let's take a look at the numbers here. It's actually pretty surprising. 4 p.m. until 6 p.m. with gross revenue of $39. The gross revenue was actually $19.50, which is, I mean, not awful. I was expecting like $15 an hour here. So how is this even possible? I did 6 deliveries with 6 tips as well. I mean, the average tip, $4.29. The average seems pretty decent, but keep in mind, I had some big single drop tips here. That's what really helped boost this overall earnings. We can see here on this one, the customer already left a good tip and then tipped even more after the delivery. So good tips combined with this, the business miles of 17.8, having a strong, well, I should say short miles, which lead to a stronger payout per mile because I'm obviously not driving as much here. $2.19 paid out per mile. Again, very good. I want you to aim for 175. And based on those miles, a tax deduction of 1113. I am surprised. I'm really surprised with next to no surge pay. Now, of course, this is a super small sample size. This is one little shift, couple of hours here. But I'll tell you this, if you're driving and you have to drive any app and there's no bonus pay, go with what works, okay? Still filter by the dollars to mile ratio, camp in the power strips, and hopefully during typically the best times as well to best set yourself up to make as much money as possible, even if there's no bonus pay. So if you got value in this bonus pay list video, can you drop a like on this video? Appreciate that. You can also click or tap the screen here for my newest video, as well as a video recommended for you, and I'll see you in the next one.